Hello everyone, myself Mrs. Dipali Jori from KK Wagh Polytechnic Nasik. Welcome you all for the third video of the topic derivatives. In this video, we are going to see how to find derivative of implicit functions. To find derivative of an implicit function, you first have to understand what is mean by implicit function or how to write implicit functions. F of x comma y is equal to 0 is called as implicit function. Means if x and y dependent variable and independent variable, if they both are expressed together and we cannot separate them easily, then that type of function is called as actually implicit function. So if the implicit function is given to us and if the question is to find, or if it is asked to differentiate it with respect to x, then to differentiate that function you have to differentiate the whole equation, or you have to differentiate both the sides of that equation. In short, you have to differentiate each and every term with respect to x. Here you have to note one thing, that whenever you will differentiate a function which is expressed in terms of y just with respect to x, so d by dx of f of y, by differentiating y function with respect to x, remember that you first have to differentiate that f function, whatever the function f is. It can be algebraic, it can be trigonometric, it can be logarithmic, it can be exponential also, etc. So differentiate that f function first of all with respect to x, and then differentiate that y with respect to x. So you have to differentiate y separately with respect to x. Means the additional term dy by dx will definitely you have to write whenever we will differentiate a y function with respect to x. Let's see one example. See, the question is to find dy by dx, where sin y is equal to log of x plus y is our given function. So clearly we can observe the function or the equation which is given to us is an implicit function in which your x and y are together expressed. So to differentiate this function, both the sides we have to differentiate with respect to x, means d by dx of the whole left hand side and d by dx of the whole right hand side. This way we have to write the corresponding derivatives. Then see, your left hand side is a function of y and we have to differentiate it with respect to x. How to differentiate it? See, you have to write the derivative of sine by using the same basic formula of differentiation. So as we all know, the derivative of sine is cos. So here the derivative of sine y is first of all cos y, and additionally multiplied by the derivative of y with respect to x, means the derivative of this y function with respect to x we have to write. In RHS, your function is log of x plus y. So to differentiate it with respect to x, it is in composite function. So first of all we will write derivative of log. Again, we know that the derivative of logarithm is 1 upon the corresponding bracket. Here it is 1 upon x plus y is the derivative of log, multiplied by the derivative means d by dx of that bracket. Definitely it is expected to write separately. So left hand side now cos of y dy by dx as it is. 1 upon x plus y is still there as it is, into the derivative of this bracket now x plus y. Simple addition of two functions. So we'll write their derivative separately. For x, derivative with respect to x, it is 1 plus d by dx of y means dy by dx. After that, our question is to find dy by dx, students. Okay, means we have to solve this whole equation for dy by dx. We observe that there are two terms containing dy by dx. So definitely we first have to open this bracket in RHS. So in the next step, the left hand side as it is and the bracket is open in RHS. So 1 upon x plus y into 1 is 1 upon x plus y plus this addition sign. This 1 upon x plus y get multiplied with dy by dx. So here it is second term 1 upon x plus y into dy by dx. Now in this equation there are two dy by dx terms. So we have to collect them into the left hand side. So see, this term is shifted into left. So this term, when you will shift into left, it will just get subtracted by, because it is in addition in the right hand side. So when we will shift it into left, it will get subtracted. So cos y minus this 1 upon x plus y. From these two terms, dy by dx is just taken common, equal to this 1 upon x plus y. The term is free from dy by dx, will remain there in RHS as it is. Hope up to here it is clear to everybody. So after that, we have to solve it for dy by dx, means we have to shift this bracket into RHS now, so that we will get answer for dy by dx. Therefore it is, so before shifting that bracket into RHS, see the cross multiplication is done inside the bracket. So cos y into x plus y. So this is cos y into x plus y minus 1 whole divided by x plus y. The common denominator will come x plus y there. Why this cross multiplication is done actually? So that we can cancel this common denominator x plus y from the both sides. X plus y get cancelled. Okay, because it is the common denominator to both the sides. So that we can cancel, hence the cross multiplication is done in left hand side. So after cancelling that common denominator, only this numerator part will remain. X plus y into cos y minus 1 dy by dx as it is equal to 1 only will remain there in RHS, and hence dy by dx is therefore equal to 1 upon this whole bracket is your final answer, dy by dx. So this way we have to find the derivative of implicit functions. Definitely for implicit function, your dy by dx answer will come in x and y both. Let's see one more. If x square plus y square is equal to 3axy, here the question is to find that derivative dy by dx at this particular point 3a by 2, 3a by 2. So you first have to find dy by dx, that corresponding derivative, and finally just substitute that given point there. So let us first find that derivative. Is the given implicit function x square plus y square equal to 3axy. Differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So what is the derivative to left hand side? See, d by dx of x square plus y square. Simple addition of two functions. Both are with the variables x and y. So I have to differentiate both. Derivative of x square with respect to x, as we all know, it is 2x. Using the formula of x raised to n, it is 2x just, plus here the derivative of y square, now it's a y function and we have to differentiate with respect to x. So here also we will write derivative of square first, like this x square. So the derivative of square y square is first of all 2y and multiplied by the derivative of that base, means y, which is dy by dx, that is expected to write separately. Next, RHS d by dx of 3axy, in which 3a is in constant, it is in a multiplication, so you can take it out of the derivative and write derivative for x into y, just the variable part. So here the term is actually in a multiplication, x into y, so product it is. So while differentiating it, you have to use product rule there. So d by dx of u into formula is first constant, means x constant, into the derivative of second, means dy by dx. First constant x as it is, d by dx of y, which is dy by dx, plus y constant, means second term constant or the second function constant, you can see, into the derivative of first, means d by dx of x, which is 1. So this way you will write derivative of x into y, which is product. Left hand side still as it is there. Now once again you can see there are two terms containing dy by dx. So for that again we have to open this bracket. So the bracket is open. See, 3a into x dy by dx is your first term. 3a into y will be the second term. Now once again we have to collect these two dy by dx terms into left. So 2y minus this 3ax get shifted, so it will get subtracted by once again. So 2y minus 3x dy by dx is taken common from them, is equal to the terms which are free from dy by dx, those we have to collect into RHS. So this is the first term which is already there in RHS, free from dy by dx, 3ay, and this is 2x free from dy by dx. This also we have to shift into RHS, so it will get now subtracted by into RHS. So this way we have solved that equation for dy by dx. Finally we just have to shift this bracket into RHS, so that you can write dy by dx equal to that RHS, whole RHS upon that bracket, that is 2y minus 3ax. So this is our dy by dx, but one more question is asked there to find dy by dx at this particular point. So let us substitute that point in this answer now. 3a, both x and y, we have to replace them by the same value, that is 3a by 2. So everywhere substitute x and y equal to 3a by 2. So 3a into this 3a by 2, y is substituted, minus 2x is 3a by 2, 2 into y minus 3a, x is again 3a by 2. So this way the point is substituted there. After that, we all can observe now this 3a by 2 is a common term in both numerator and denominator. So it is taken common from numerator and denominator. 3a minus 2 will remain, 2 minus 3a will remain. Okay. So this 3a by 2 get cancelled from both numerator and denominator. It is common term. So get cancelled from both. So 3a minus 2 upon 2 minus 3a is the remaining fraction there now. From numerator, if you take minus sign common, we all can observe once again that the brackets are actually same, only the difference is in sign. So take minus sign common from numerator or from denominator, from anything you can. So minus sign we have taken from numerator here. So the bracket becomes 2 minus 3a. The terms get shuffled, sign will change. So now these brackets are same, so they get cancelled. The answer is therefore equal to simply minus 1. Next is x raised to y equal to e raised to x minus y. Once again the implicit function there. And here the question is to show that dy by dx is equal to this fraction, which is log x upon 1 plus log x bracket square. Now here you have to remember one thing, that students, if your function is in the form of variable raised to variable, see your left hand side is variable raised to variable, x raised to y. So if the function is like variable raised to variable, do always remember that while differentiating it, you compulsory have to take logarithm there first. Because for such a type of function, variable raised to variable, we don't have any formula in logarithm in derivatives. Okay, this is not x raised to n. This is once again not a raised to x. Okay, both your base and index are in variable. So there is only one option, that take logarithm first. So after taking logarithm there, your left hand side becomes take logarithm to the whole left hand side and also take logarithm to whole right hand side. Obviously we have to take logarithm to both the sides, then only it will get balance. So log of x raised to y can be simply rewritten as, by using the rules of logarithm, we can shift that y down. Log of m raised to n is n log m. So y gets shifted down. So y into log x will be the left hand side. X minus y again gets shifted down. So x minus y into log e will be the right hand side. Simplification. So now y log x is therefore equal to simply x minus y, because the value of log e is 1. Fine. After this step, we can simplify this equation for y. Sorry, for x. How we can simplify? See, this is your y log x. If you shift that plus minus y into left, it will get plus y. Then after taking that y common, see, your bracket becomes log x plus 1. See, this is 1 plus log x, or log x plus 1 also you can write. RHS equal to x just. And hence y is therefore equal to x upon this 1 plus log x. So this is the simplification for y. So now your given implicit function is converted into explicit form. That is, x and y are separated from each other. So here we have separated x and y. So now our function is explicit. So here we can differentiate it directly with respect to x. So what is the derivative dy by dx then? See, your RHS or that function is in fraction form, u upon v, both numerator and denominator contains x. So here, while differentiating it, we have to use that quotient rule. The quotient rule u upon v says that while differentiating it, we have to write the formula as compulsory first denominator constant. So here 1 plus log x constant into the derivative of numerator, that is x, minus numerator constant into the derivative of denominator, that is 1 plus log x, and whole divided by, we have to write denominator square. It should be a square of that whole denominator once again. So what are those derivatives? Let's see. 1 plus log x, we have taken it as a constant. So 1 plus log x as it is. dy dx of x is 1 minus x as it is. and the derivative of 1 plus log x here, this is 0, one single constant it is, its derivative becomes 0, plus log x derivative is 1 upon x. And hence it is further equal to, see, 1 plus log x minus this x gets cancelled, it is minus 1. So the simplification of this second term is minus 1. Again this minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled, and therefore dy by dx is simply equal to log x upon 1 plus log x bracket square, which is your required answer. Fine. So this way also you can solve implicit function if it is variable raised to variable form. Don't forget to take logarithm there first. Next, x raised to p is equal into y raised to q is equal to x plus y raised to p plus q. Here the question is once again to show that dy by dx equal to simply y upon x. Now the given function is quite complicated, students. X raised to p into y raised to q whole bracket raised to p plus q. So it is here in this example, if you take logarithm first, it will be more simple to differentiate further. So take logarithm only once to both the sides. So log of that whole left hand side is equal to log of that whole right hand side. Now in left hand side, which formula is applicable? It is log of a into b actually. So there is one rule in logarithm that log a into b can be rewritten as log a plus log b. So this is log of x raised to p plus log of y raised to q. In RHS we have to use that another rule from logarithm, that is log of m raised to n. So that p plus q, that whole index gets shifted down, that is p plus q into log of x plus y it will be. The same formula in the next step we can use for this both the terms. P again get shifted down, q get shifted down. So p log x is plus q log y is equal to RHS as it is. Now here we have eliminated, we were able to eliminate those indices. So it will be easy to differentiate further. Now after this step the differentiation is done. See, for p into log x, the derivative is, we are differentiating with respect to x. So p as it is, it's a constant. Log x derivative is 1 upon x plus q as it is, it's a constant once again. Now this is in function of y, students. It is log y. We are differentiating with respect to x. So be careful here. So we have to write derivative of log first. Derivative of log is 1 upon. So 1 upon that respective term y as it is. So 1 upon y. This is the derivative of log, and multiplied by the derivative of y, it is expected to write separately. So dy by dx, fine, is equal to, once again here p plus q is in constant as it is. This is again implicit function, together x and y expressed. So write first the derivative of log, which is 1 upon, so 1 upon x plus y, and the derivative of that bracket we will write separately. So I hope the derivative step is clear to everybody. Now here after we have to simplify it. We have to simplify that equation for dy by dx now. See, the first term is p upon x, second term is q upon y dy by dx equal to p plus q upon x plus y, and the derivative of this bracket is 1 plus y derivative is dy by dx. Now once again we can see your equation containing two terms with dy by dx. So once again we have to collect them into one side. So we will collect these dy by dx terms into left. So before that we have to open this bracket once again. So p plus q upon x plus y into 1, p plus q upon x plus y into dy by dx get multiplied with the dy by dx also. Left hand side still there as it is. Now after that this dy by dx two terms are collected into one side. See, q upon y dy by dx and this p plus q upon x plus y dy by dx is collected into left, and the terms which are free from dy by dx, that is p plus q upon x plus y, this fraction as it is there in RHS, and this p upon x free from dy by dx term get shifted into RHS, so it is minus p upon x. After that take dy by dx common from these two. So q upon y minus this fraction into dy by dx, RHS still there as it is. Now see what we have to prove. We have to prove that it is simply equal to y upon x. So definitely we have to simplify these two terms, means the bracket and RHS also. So what is that simplification? Let's see. After cross multiplying this, q into x, q into y, so qx plus qy minus py qy minus py minus qy whole divided by y into x plus y. Here it is. Into dy by dx as it is equal to, here also we have to do the cross multiplication. So this px plus qx minus px minus py. Px plus qx minus px minus py will be your numerator, and the denominator is x into x plus y. X into x plus y. So from both these sides, we all can see we can cancel this x plus y common denominator. Only one bracket we can cancel. So that x plus y get cancel. In this numerator, again we can see this qy get cancelled. This qy get cancelled because the term are with opposite signs. In RHS, px minus px get cancelled. Okay. So what will remain there? This qx minus py, qx minus py, qx minus py, once again qx minus py in RHS. Here the denominator as it is, but that x plus y we definitely can cancel. So once again this qx minus py is the same term to both the sides. So it get cancelled definitely from both the sides. So what will just remain? 1 upon y dy by dx is equal to 1 upon x will just remain. It means dy by dx is simply equal to y upon x. Okay, that y get cross multiplied with RHS. So that is your required answer. So this way you can solve the derivatives of implicit functions. We'll stop here. I hope it is very clear to everybody how to find derivatives of implicit functions. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.